Hey guys, Campy here. Today we're going to review a tool that has been so very useful to me throughout a large part of my military career, to be honest. Hey, welcome back. So we got another good review here, and basically what I wanted to ask is, have you ever ran into some type of task or process where you had one hand was fully engaged into something, but you just needed one pair of pliers type tool to operate, function, and fix something, but you just had that only one hand free? Well, if you stay tuned, I got the perfect tool for you. Hey guys, before we get into this review, could you please do me a favor and take a moment and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then click and ding that bell. That'd mean a lot to me. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys, so what do we have here? We have the MultiPlier tool, needle nose style in stainless steel, and it's made by Gerber. So it's 4.92 inches closed. It is 6.61 fully extended. It weighs about 9 ounces. The case is made of a ballistic nylon. In itself, it is stainless steel. And inside the product, as you open it up, you have a multitude of tools. It has a knife, a serrated blade, a file, a can opener. Some people will reference it to a P38, but it's not really, but it's that style of opener. A Phillips head, 3 different size flat blade screwdriver heads, and an eyelet for a lanyard. And so I'll tell you, I have used that lanyard before. It's actually a good feature. So the price on this, it goes anywhere from about $45 to about $75, $80, depending on the type that you get. But generally speaking, I see this mostly going for right around $60. So what's so great about it? Firstly, as I asked that first question, what if your hand is full and you needed to do something and you got this hand completely occupied and you need a pair of pliers to do something and or a multi-set of tools? One of the nice things about this guy is if you flick it with one hand, it's open, ready to go, ready to help you out on whatever it is that you're doing. Additionally, it's quite compact for the multitude of tools that you can use with it and its plier use itself. It is well made. It's made of high quality materials. From speaking from experience, it lasts a long time. And together with it being of high quality and lasting a long time, it does have these multiple tools within the device itself. All right, so we got the good. What's not so good about this? I would say definitely from my experience after multiple years of use of the multiple flinging it out, the device itself will get a bit loose. It still functions perfectly fine. It's just a little bit looser. You feel a little less restriction, a little less friction. It's a little bit looser. I would say one of the bigger drawbacks on this is if you use this for wire cutting, it works great for smaller wires and whatnot, but if you start to use a larger wire, you can end up dulling this pretty easily. It does happen. It's happened to me before, but Gerber does have actually a fix for this. It's a different tool. You'll buy it. It has an insert style that you can buy and actually put inserts in here. But in this case, this guy right here, once you dull this, and it's pretty easy to dull, but once you dull it, you're pretty much done. Now, what do I mean by pretty much done? It means you're done using this as basically wire cutters. Don't get me wrong. Everything else still usually functions just fine, but when you dull those wire cutters, you might be able to take this off and file it and sharpen it, but for the most part, you're pretty much done in the wire cutting side. And also, once it wears out a little bit and gets a little bit looser, some of those smaller wires are going to be harder to cut with this. But you know, you do still have a knife and you still have the serrated, and you have other tools in here that can help you. Last but not least, and it's a battle of 2 different camps basically. When I was in the service, the biggest thing you'll see is the Leatherman style, which is the kind that you peel open, and then once you invert it all the way around, you have a pair of pliers, and then you have the single slide out type device. The difficulty of this compared to a Leatherman style or Leatherman multi-tool is the Leatherman you can still access, flip it open, do whatever you need to do. You can access the tools inside. This guy, if you need the knife, you need the serrated blade, you need the screwdriver or whatnot, you have to still open this up, then open this, find the tool you're looking for, And then if you want to close it back up, it still can be a little bit loose. So some people, when they just need the can opener, they'll close it all the way so that it doesn't move on them. And then you can do whatever function you need. But once again, you have to open it up and then pull down on this lock and then close it up. So what do I think? I'm prior service. I'm more partial, and I am partial to this guy. I love it. It is completely and wonderfully useful for day-to-day activities. It doesn't get used that much now, but when I was in the service, and this will go to other types of services as well, but when I was in, this was always on my hip, on the belt loop of my military BDUs, as we call them, every day. I use this guy every day. I had it with me every single day and everywhere I went, in my civilian clothes and also in my military clothes. This was on my hip, and I used it every day for every type of device, or every type of function, for every type of function. If I needed the knife, if I needed the serrated edge, if I needed the pliers, can opener, you named it. Screwdrivers, obviously, anytime I needed to tighten something up or do a little tweaking, I use this all the time. But as I said before, not so much now. I don't work in a business or in such a way that I need this type of device always on me. But it is always with me and in my toolbox when I need it in a quick pinch. So on this right here, I purchased this originally when I was in the service. Not this one. This one is a replacement because the one that I had in the service walked away. I wanted to get a replacement, and this was some time ago. But I wanted to get a replacement because I still find in having it in a small tool bag or toolkit that the need for this, the necessity for this, for its compact function, that I can use it day to day when I'm not doing my normal job and doing something else like riding a bike or whatever, or doing some type of activity. This guy's in my toolbox and I use it when I need it. My final result on this, and of course I'm a bit biased, is that this is a go. This is not a no-go, this is a go. This is a good device to have, this is a good thing to have. But I will caveat to a point that I want to be specific about, is that this is perfect for the type of people who will use this every day. An office manager may not be using this a lot. An accountant may not be using that device a lot. What I mean is people who, in their work, military, fire department, police department, any type of hands-on activity where you don't know what you're going to get yourself into, but you may need some quick tools to get into and use. Additionally, this will probably be perfect for, and let's say as an example, that office manager may not need it day to day, but when he goes and switches his cape, as I might say, switches from the office manager, the 9-to-5er guy, but he likes to go hunting, he likes to go camping. This I could see multitudes of people who like to go out camping and hiking, maybe even bike riding, that you want to bring a small set of tools that can function for whatever you need. Those type of people who are doing other type of activities that get them, involved with needing some tools at the quick and ready. That's going to be perfect for that. The best feature about this guy is it's a one-handed operation. You don't need to whip out like the other tools. It's one-handed. You get one hand busy, you're working with something else, and you need this thing to come out quickly, and you can use it with one hand. The biggest drawback with this, obviously, I think the biggest drawback with this is that these cutters can dull out pretty quick. So with the biggest con, with the cutters dulling out pretty easily, Gerber, as I said before, has a fix for it. They actually have, in one of their other tools, if you purchase it, they have inserts that you can screw in for the cutting, and once they dull out, you can purchase new inserts and replace them. Pretty smart idea, actually. So while reviewing this tool, I'd like you to do me a favor and use a couple tools yourself. What I mean is if you don't mind going down there, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, and then dinging that bell, just so that we can tell YouTube that you like what you see, and then maybe we can get this video out in front of more people who might enjoy something like this, and along with yourself. I do appreciate it. Thank you. So once again, guys, I truly thank you for going through this video. I hope it's short and concise and what you need and what you like. I hope you like this review. And I just wanted to thank you. Peace. Campy out.